Hello creators, it's Melissa with Melissa's Creations, and today I have my Paper Pumpkin Alternates video for you. This is the original Paper Pumpkin for the November 2016 kit. So adorable. I loved this, and if you guys watched my unboxing video, you'll know that I had a really difficult time coming up with some alternates because I just loved this kit so much. I didn't want to change it, but I finally came up with a couple. They're pretty much the same as the card, except I made this a standard size card. I added a few layers to it, and I switched up the baker's twine that we use. And then here's another one, just a simple, quick little gift tag, or you could also use it as a bookmark. This is so cute. And I used this tag here uses only the supplies in the Paper Pumpkin kit, and this card just has a few extra supplies. The only extra supplies on here is the Whisper White card base and the Tip Top taupe layer right here. All of the rest came out of this month's kit. So let's get started. I'll show you how to make these. All right, today we're going to start with making this fantastic card. So the very first part that we're going to do is assemble the main piece here just as it's assembled in the kit. Okay, so I have the pieces I'm going to need. I have one of the little mini card bases, some vellum, the 3 cutout pieces, and I'm going to start by doing everything the same as the kit suggests and stamping the trees. So I have my pear pizzazz. Now I'm going to bring out the Dapper Denim so that I can stamp my Merry Christmas. We do need to trim this card in half. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and half is about 3 inches. So here's the piece I'm going to use on the card. Save this, we're going to use this piece to do our bookmark. While I have my trimmer out, I also need to cut a few more pieces. So we need to cut our card base. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. So I'm just going to cut a standard card base. So on the long edge, we're going to cut it at 5 1/2, and then rotate it and score at 4 1/4. For this Dapper Denim layer here, I've taken one of the envelopes. Since this size card won't fit in this envelope, I wanted to use this as well. So we're just going to take it apart. Just trim all of the flaps off with some scissors. All right, so this is the front of a regular envelope in the kit, and I have just cut all of the flaps off. And now we need a Tip Top taupe layer that measures 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. With our Whisper White card base, I'm going to take the little snowflakes from the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp all around the outside edge. While I still have that out, I'm going to stamp on the piece of cardstock that I cut in half from the kit. All right, so using the glue dots from the kit, I'm going to adhere my vellum to my cardstock from the kit. Now we will adhere the bottom layer with some glue dots. All right, and now with the included mini dimensionals, I'm going to pop up the second layer. And I'm going to put 2 glue dots under the large trees. And then I'm going to put a couple of mini dimensionals up on the top on this side. Okay, a couple more glue dots on the front for our sequins. I'm going to put some fast fuse up in the right hand corner. I'm going to bring in some of that awesome baker's twine, and we're just going to start doing a couple of loops. Just to make sure that that stays in place, I'm going to use a piece of Scotch tape on the back here. And then we'll use some of those mini dimensionals to pop this up. A little bit more fuse and put that onto our Dapper Denim envelope front. And finally, we'll put that onto our card base. And there we go, our first paper pumpkin alternate. All right, so next up is this fun little tag or bookmark. Let's get started making this. So I am using the other half of the note card that I cut at the beginning. I'm going to trim this down to 2 inches. Save this piece because we're going to do some stamping and cutting. So on here I am using my scalloped tag chopper punch. And let's get some stamping going. I have my Dapper Denim, and again, I have those really cool little snowflakes. I'm going to ink those up, stamp them off on scrap paper, and then I'm going to stamp it again so it's a lighter color. I've mounted my Merry Christmas sentiment, and with full ink, I'm going to stamp that right up here. On that scrap piece with Dapper Denim, I'm going to take the house and we're going to stamp one in full ink. This is the larger house, the one with 4 windows. And then without re-inking, I'm going to do another. And then I'm going to do one more that is the small house. And I'm going to stamp that off. And there is our 3rd house. Now we're done with the Dapper Denim ink. We can use the Pear Pizzazz. And I'm using the 2 small trees. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stamp off. So ink it up, stamp it off, and then stamp down. And we're going to go kind of up towards the middle, right under the Merry Christmas, but we want to leave a little bit of room at the bottom for our houses. Stamp it off, stamp it down. And one more time. We're going to take those paper snips and we are going to cut these little bad boys out. All right, and using those mini dimensionals, I'm just going to put one on the back of each house and pop those guys up. Take 3 of those mini glue dots and we're just going to scatter those around the top for our sequins. And the final touch, we're going to put our little topper on our tag. So I am doubling this up 4 times. cutting those loops at the ends, folding it in half, and I'm going to feed it through from the front to the back. And then we're going to tuck those into the loops. And there we go, our really super cute bookmark. Thank you guys so much for joining me today to watch my November 16 Paper Pumpkin Kit alternates. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload new videos. You can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/mkre8tions and visit my website, melissakre8tions.com. Thank you so much for visiting me today. I hope you have fun creating all of your holiday cards.